I work for a venture capital company called PT1 or Proptech1, and what we do is we invest into European startups that innovate the built environment. We look at real estate, we look at construction, energy and infrastructure as the four kind of key industries where these technologies might deliver massive potential impact. And so we started in 2018 out in Berlin. I joined 2 years ago to open our UK office as well. And so now, over the course of investing 4 or 5 years, we've made 21 investments into different startups. Many of them have obviously grown substantially since the time that we first invested as well, and that's very much our business, to identify where the best business opportunities are in the built environment as well, identify therefore the best founders who are building innovative solutions in this area to solve these challenges as well, and where they might need potential help in, or where they could do with a great catalyst is really in terms of building the relationships, the networks to get to their go-to-market essentially. Most of them are building technological products which ultimately deliver service or deliver a product to real estate companies or to construction companies, and that's where our investor base is at as well. And so kind of looking forward, looking ahead, there's a few investment themes that we've identified that we're very keen to make investments in. The first one being solutions that aid the green energy transition in real estate. So what do I mean by that? There's obviously a lot of demand for renewable assets to be built and to be therefore delivering wind energy or solar energy or other types of renewable energy as well, meaning that we're less reliant on fossil fuels. And we're looking at infrastructure projects we're looking for technological solutions that can be implemented in infrastructure in order to speed up the productivity of building these assets, in order to speed up the connection between these assets and the electrical grid in various different countries as well, so that these assets can be utilized to fullest potential in the shortest amount of time. So that's one area we're looking into. Another area we're looking into is sustainable building materials as well. The largest carbon cost of real estate is in the embodied carbon, and therefore looking at materials that can reduce that greenhouse gas emissions and embodied carbon of buildings built in the future plus retrofitted is really, really interesting for us as well. For example, concrete, aggregates, geopolymers, etc. too, that can replace conventional building materials. That's really interesting. A third one is in building automation. So where we can see artificial intelligence, where we can see robotics delivering efficiencies, delivering productivity, particularly in construction. I think that's really interesting. And the reason why I mentioned construction in particular is because whereas construction projects can be very, very large and very complicated, engineering problems can often be boiled down, contained down to a very set, defined problem and therefore solution as well, or outcome. And so this is where machines might have greater advantages than humans as well. So looking at where those technologies can create productivity improvements when it comes to new developments, when it comes to retrofitting, that's really exciting. And the fourth one is in improving climate resilience as well. So we know, of course, climate change is happening. Unfortunately, the effects of climate change means that it's going to disrupt the way that we live, the way that we work in certain parts of the world as well. How can therefore we make the buildings and the communities in those areas which are most severely disrupted by climate change more resilient as well? What are the technologies involved too there as well? So that's a really key investment theme for us.